Hey, welcome. I'm so glad you could join us today. Couple things before we get started. First of all, thank you from the bottom of my heart for your comments, your suggestions, your feedback. All of it is very much appreciated and welcome. Also, when you listen to this, please be interactive. Part of the reason I decided to do these conferences instead of just doing just videos and posting videos is I want to hear from you. I want to hear your ideas and your feedback and so forth. And so please talk with me while we're doing this. Hi, Alicia and Reza. Welcome to you both. I really, and Daisy. Welcome, Daisy. I really want to make this interactive. I want to hear from you and respond to you and so forth. So as we get started, another thing I want you to just be aware of, and that is, as we're doing the visualization, resist the temptation, for lack of a better word, to try. As I share things with you and I say, okay, now visualize this coming in and so forth. When we try, we get, I gotta try. Instead, just allow yourself to see it. Just allow yourself to see it. A really quick and easy example of this is, think of someone that you love tremendously, and then say out loud, I am going to try to love blank. No, you don't try to love them, you just do. You just allow it. You allow the love that you have for them into you. And so with that in mind, let's welcome to all that have joined us, and yeah, you don't try, you just allow. Yeah, good point, Alicia. So, and thank you, Daisy, for sharing the love as this goes out to other people. So let's begin, and just get yourself in a really comfortable place, seated, with a nice flow between the top of your head and your tailbone. Nice and easy flow there. And now if you would just close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And again, we're going to do the 4-2-4-2. Breathing in for 4. Holding for 2. Exhaling at the count of 4. Holding for 2. And like we did before, as you breathe in, I want you to imagine, in your mind, visualize a tall, powerful, mighty mountain, and feel yourself rise up with that mountain as you breathe in. And then as you as your lungs reach full capacity, just gently hold it and visualize a golden eagle just riding the winds, effortlessly riding the winds. And then exhale for 4 and visualize a beautiful waterfall, and just let yourself relax into that waterfall. And then at the count of 2, just visualize strong, sturdy earth. Good. Good. Breathing in for 4 as a mountain. Holding for 2 as a golden eagle. Exhaling for 4 as a waterfall. Holding for 2 as earth. Breathing in as a mighty mountain. Holding for 2 as a golden eagle riding the winds. Exhaling for 4 as a mighty waterfall. And then holding for 2 as beautiful Mother Earth, strong and stable. Good. And now, just envision in your mind's eye, see yourself sitting where you're sitting. And through an opening in your roof, there's a beautiful crystal white light that comes down and surrounds you in this cocoon of crystal white light. And just allow yourself to see that in your mind's eye. Good. And now as you breathe in that light, and the light goes down into your lungs, and you feel this warm, loving sensation in your lungs as your lungs fill with light. And then in your mind's eye, see that light being taken by your arteries and blood vessels throughout your entire body, filling you up with light, filling you up with love. And just allow that light and that love to flow through you. And with each breath, you're getting lighter and brighter. And all the worries and disappointments of the day just dissolve in the light and the love. Good. Now today we're talking about healing from childhood trauma, whether that's neglect or abuse or however you define it. It's perfectly legitimate, and I honor that. And I honor you for being here to heal that. And so, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going back in a very safe way, going back to your childhood home as the adult you. And we're going to bring that wounded child into your life and you into theirs. So, take another deep breath and allow your mind to just visualize your hometown. And if you lived in several hometowns growing up, just whatever one comes to mind is perfect. Throughout this whole thing, whatever first comes to mind is perfect. Just allow whatever comes to mind in. And now imagine that you and I are walking down the street where your childhood home was. And I'm walking right beside you, and I'm here to support you and protect you as you support and protect little you. And after we walk for a little ways, we get in front of the home where you grew up. And again, it doesn't matter if you were neglected or abused. Just imagine that you as an adult are standing in front of that home with me. And we look at each other, and I nod to you that I'm here for you. And we walk through the front yard, up the steps, through the front door, and we go back into your room that you had as a child. And the door is closed, and we can hear crying from within the room. And so we open the door, and we see you as a child. And again, whatever age you are is spot on. And we walk over to the bed, and you squat down. The adult you squats down and looks into the eyes of little you as a child. And immediately, little you recognizes who you are. And they jump into your arms, and they cling to your neck, crying, sobbing. They have felt so alone, so neglected, so unprotected, so unimportant, so unworthy. And just hold that little child in your arms and whisper into their ear, I am here. I have come back for you. I am taking you with me, and I will always be with you. I will love you. I will support you. I will listen to you. I will honor your needs and requests. I will be the parent that you never had. And you feel that little, beautiful little one hug you even harder. And you just quietly hold that beautiful little child, comforting it, sending love, sending support, setting reassurance, and you hold that child so lovingly that that little child becomes a part of you and is now inside your heart, where it will stay for the rest of your life. And you stand and you look at me, and we both have tears in our eyes in this healing moment. And then we both stand and we walk out of that room, out of that house, out of that yard, and we come back to the here and now, bringing with you that beautiful, lovable, worthy child. And we're coming back to the here and now, starting at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're back. So, how did that feel? Feel free to share if you had questions, if you have difficulties. Relaxing, very powerful. Good. She's not alone anymore. That's right, Daisy. That's right. That's so important. Sometimes when I've done this with clients, it's taken a few trips. Sometimes that inner child has great difficulty in trusting. Because, first of all, they lost the trust of their parents. They don't trust their parents. And then secondly, when you were that age, you were trying to survive. And for many of us, the only way that we could survive is if we gave up on ourselves and just said, okay, my goal is to keep these people happy. That's my survival. And so the little child in us is saying, I want this, I need this, and we're like, no, I can't take care of you right now. I've got to take care of these people so that we're safe. And we're doing it to keep ourselves and our little child safe. But our little child doesn't know that. Our little child feels abandoned by us. And so, throughout the years, our little child often hears, okay, I know you need such and such, but my dad needs this, so I'll get back to you. I know you need such and such, but my mom needs, so I'll get back to you. I know you need, but my siblings need, so I'll get back to you. I know you need, but my friends need, so I'll get back to you. I know you need, so my boyfriend, girlfriend needs, so I'll get back to you. I know you need, but my kids need such and such. I know you need blank, but my grandkids need such and such. And so, depending on how old we are, our inner child has been hearing for years, some of us decades. No, so-and-so is more important than you are. Mom's more important, dad's more important, my friends are more important, my school teacher's more important, my neighbors are more important, my minister's more important, my boyfriend, girlfriend is more important, my spouse is more important, my kids are more important, my grandkids are more important. And so it can take some time to rebuild that trust between us and our inner being. Our inner being. Because our inner being is like, dude, you've been telling me for decades, not your turn, not your turn, not your turn. You're not important. You're not worthy. I can't listen to you right now because I've got to do what somebody else wants. And so, if you had a person, a real flesh and blood person in your life that you had done that to over the years, and then you came to them and said, okay, I want to develop a relationship with you. It would be understandable if their initial response was, well, we'll just have to see about that. You have hurt me before. You have abandoned me before. You've neglected me before. And so it's going to take a little while for me to regain my trust in you. But you know what? That's okay. That's the beginning. That's the beginning. And then we build on that. And I would encourage you to listen to this visualization regularly to connect with that inner beautiful inner child and reassure them, you know, this wasn't just this one time when I was feeling insecure and like, I want to be your friend, and then turn around and close the door on you again. I am here to stay. That's the message that we want to give our inner child. I've got you. I've got your back. I'm going to listen to you. And I'm going to honor your feelings. If you're scared, I'm going to comfort you. If you need something, I will do everything I can to provide that for you. Now, obviously, part of this journey is that we have to slow down and start listening from here. Because it's so easy for us to get busy caregiving everybody else, you know, and not taking care of them. So, the other thing is, again, as we stated up front, this is establishing a new parent for your inner child. having done foster care for 23 years, I kind of liken it to taking in a foster kid. And I can tell you, when those foster kids first showed up, few of them rushed over to me, and a few of them did, but few of them rushed over and gave me a hug and said, "Oh, I completely trust you." Most of them were like, "Dude, you're one in a dozen. Everyone's turned their back on me. I will just kind of wait and see." So today we've reconnected. Now we have to nurture that. We have to reinforce it. We have to build on it. We have to do what we promised. I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to love you. If you are frightened, I'm going to comfort you. If you're hurting, I'm not going to inwardly say, "Oh, shut up." I'm no longer going to tell you, you shouldn't be hurting. You shouldn't be feeling sad. Instead, I'm just going to love you. I'm going to be the loving parent that you have never had before, that I have never had before. And me as an adult is going to parent my inner child. Now, some of you might think, I don't know about this inner child stuff. That's kind of like 70s stuff. Again, I invite you, don't believe me, but don't disbelieve me. It's not important what you think of this idea. All I ask is that you connect with that beautiful little child, that you love it, that you support it, that you comfort it, and that you be the best loving parent that you can be. Now, most of us who are over 21 or over 30 or 35 or what have you know that even the most loving, caring, attentive parents make mistakes. And I promise you, as a parent to them, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to kind of slip back into those old patterns of, not right now. That's okay. Kids are very forgiving. And as you recognize and say, you know what, I realized I kind of put you off. That was subconscious. That was like old patterns. But I'm here for you now. And I am fully listening to you. And finally, one fun thing. Take your child out. Take your child, just you and your child, in other words, by yourself, you and your child, go for a walk in nature. Go to the city park and swing on the swing sets, you and them, and connect with them. Notice how they're feeling. And don't be surprised if you hear a wee coming from within you. Go for a walk along the lake and share with them the ducklings and the other wildlife that is around you. Be a parent to them. Treat them the way you would treat your own child. Okay? Thank you. I hope this is helpful. Please keep in touch. Let me know how this is going. If you need some personal guidance and support, don't hesitate. That's why I'm here. Okay? I love you all. God bless, and we'll talk soon.